break Mass's record in like 10 seconds. Don't worry.
So true.
Okay, so
So guys, here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna fill in the first second of the game.
Oh god.
the first second.
Guys, we're Arctic guarding. We're Arctic
Yeah,
guarding.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We're gonna recode battle blocks to fit our needs.
Okay, are we ready?
I guess.
Sorry, I'm a little sleepy. Okay, just woke up. Yeah.
For sure.
Anyway, nightmare roster.
Infinity, Schmuggle, Arrow, Foreo, Bed. I think that's everyone. That's 5 people, right?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
5. Good counting. Come on. Tavern. How about you guys?
It's gonna be me, only shots, attack bread, palisade, and chibis.
All right. I'm looking at the okay, anyway. Sorry. Darkness. You guys have banned 1.
We will ban Slay.
Slay is out. Ban 2 to the Tavern.
I'm pretty sure we're banning prison first. Yeah.
Yep.
Pick 1 to Darkness.
We will choose Haunted House.
Haunted
I
House.
called that.
And pick 2 to the Tavern.
We'll pick Canal.
Now. Ban 3 for Darkness.
What's left?
You have
What's left
Gold
is-
Mine, Paint Factory, and Watermill.
We'll ban Paint Factory.
Goodbye,
Yeah.
Paint Factory, leaving Gold Mine and Watermill as the last 2.
Gold Mine and
Tavern, what will be your
Watermill.
ban?
I guess we'll ban Watermill.
Banning Watermill, leaving
Seems
Gold
fair.
Mine as the decider.
Yeah.
And that concludes that. And good luck, motherfuckers. Look at this. Lost to the fucking Arbenheimers. What a joke of a team. I'm kidding.
Woo! Hey Blackshon, do you want to know an interesting fact?
Unless it's about Super Bowl streakers. Please tell me it's about the IBL.
It is! It's always about the IBL.
Okay, what's the deal?
My favorite color. No. I actually need to figure out the pronunciation of this name. Is it Schmugglebub? Schmugglebub?
Schmugglebub.
That sounds right. Schmugglebub.
Who's next?
That's tough. Schmugglebub and Infinity have combined for 20% of the B-League's orb kills. Is it only 4? Yes. But there's only been 20 orb
Who the
kills
fuck is
in the B-League.
Atomized
this season.
Mango?
Me.
Is that a nick?
I
Surely.
think that's an egg.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, okay. Just had to make sure. Don't want any confusion when people are doing stats.
For sure.
I'll
But,
never be confused.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Really?
Oh, like Doodle. So it is Schmoogle. No way, dude. I'm calling
I
you
don't care about the
Schmugglebub.
neck. I'm sending out a Reddit check.
Okay. Schmugglebub is just better though, because you got the and then you got the you know? Not the and then the
Yeah, for sure.
I prefer it to be pronounced Schmugglebub, so I'm gonna do that. This is how people get.
Schmuggleboo.
This is how people get fucking cancelled, dude. This is.
Why?
Oh shit! Oh shit! The game. Oh my god! I completely.
Yeah,
zoned out.
dude. Oh no.
Let's see what map it is. I need to remind
Whoa,
myself. Haunted
TJB,
house.
that is a fun stat. All right, Blackshon, what do you think we're gonna see? Are we gonna see more only shots domination like we have in their other games this season, or are we gonna see something different?
Are you saying only shots determines the outcome of the game?
I mean, I'm not gonna say that. I think it's pretty fair to say that the person with a 5 KD, the highest KD out of anybody with more than, I believe, 1 game played, and it's
well-
not necessarily close.
FYI, the person who is on healer is said person with 5 KD, as Only Shots has decided to take on that healer role.
Oh.
But of course, Only Shots,
Interesting.
they have the shots, and they've just shot Forio down.
Hey, they call him Only
Two
Shots,
on the
but
left,
only
two on the
heals.
right. Someone very far up on this side. It
Yeah, that's
is
a big push in Infinity.
Infinity.
We'll see, they might get punished, but they send in an orb. That's a good orb.
Okay, Chibi's now on 2 HP, and Only Shots has to run. Takes 2 shots, might drop. Box
Infinity
drops though to
is getting
Bid. Bid
an
gets
automatic
traded by
pressure here.
Palisade. Then Palisade gets traded by Schmugglebub, and then Schmugglebub gets traded by Chibi's. It's trade. What?
Ew. Oh my gosh.
Okay, well,
Wow. Only fills.
that is not what I was expecting to
And that's
see
how the
happen then.
KD stays up.
You saw... What,
That was beautifully... I would say that was complete improvisation, whatever the word is, from Only Shots there to
yeah.
get the fill, and it worked
yeah,
very
I mean,
well.
we saw trade after trade just then as well. We saw
Mhm.
Box get dropped by Bed Inspector, then Bed Inspector got dropped by Palisade, then Palisade got dropped by Schmugglebub, then Schmugglebub got dropped by Chibi's, and then before Chibi's could follow the trend, the Tavern filled, putting up 1 rounds towards them, and I mean, fair enough play to them.
Yeah,
Because that's what you do in a
extremely.
situation like that. In a 2v2, I couldn't tell if it was sided towards the Tavern Nightmare or if it was completely equal, but at the end of
Yeah.
the day, it doesn't matter, because if you fill 9 blocks, you win the round.
You win the round, exactly.
Of
And
course,
that's
not
what
all
they
these teams are
tried
going to
to
be
do.
playing for kills, right?
Play to win the game.
Of course, you
Exactly.
see all these teams all the time in the IBL. They're in a 4v1, which they can
Holy.
easily win, and they just fill in the middle, because at the end of the day, stats are just numbers and some letters. So,
Ain't that the truth? More Infinity pushing really high. They're not necessarily being punished
yeah,
for it.
but Chibi's is
And-
going
oh
to
my
drop because of
gosh.
it. And Infinity is showing some dominance on the side.
Wow. That
And
was
look,
just really
now
well done.
Nightmare, they have a really good
There
spot
we
to
go,
be in,
Box
but Bed
got
does
killed.
end up dropping to Box's shot.
Playing in the other
Palisade
team's
gets a kill on
spawn.
Infinity now, and
Alright, Only Shots.
Only
How you
Shots,
feeling about a 3v1, buddy?
it's not a 3v1, it's a 2v2. Now it's
It's
a
a 2v2?
2v1 though.
Oh.
And this is looking possible.
You're right.
Schmugglebub to take
It's
a shot and a
not-
crit for the both of them.
Possible. Oh, look at the jukes!
You might need to charge it up one more time.
There's
Gets
one.
Forio,
Oh, come
fills
on.
one. But,
And
oh,
that's not gonna be enough time!
it's not going to be enough time.
Only Shots.
Only
Way
Shots
to pull
does
that
drop
out.
and takes a little bit too much time, loses the 1v1, but perhaps the only
It's the
reason they
block.
lost said 1v1 was because they took an extra second in there, completely forgot about Schmugglebub, and went for that one block in the middle. Maybe Schmugglebub should have done the same and gone for that
Mhm.
as well, because now 2-0 up for the Tavern with an Only Shots technical 2v1. That's what we'll call it.
Technical
Like
2v1,
a
right?
technical notes for all my nerds fans out there. Come on now.
Ooh.
I see Bright in the chat.
I mean,
There's
it's
one.
so... I mean, it's so tough to try and get a fill in against that knockback
Why's
axe.
Harry asking why is
I think
Black Silver?
Schmugglebub played it right.
Harry, I'm up here because they want me here.
Hmm.
Okay. If you don't want to listen to me, leave the stream. Okay.
They took him out of the dungeon and they said, "Cast, boy." And here he is.
What?
So let's see. I've seen a few times, and every single round so far, I believe, Nightmare has gotten an early shot in on one of the Tavern players. I've seen twice it be Chibi's taken an early shot, not using a heal,
Yeah, and I mean,
which I think is the
the
right
early
play.
shot on Chibi's last time ended up being the difference between
Really
them
big.
dropping and not, because
There's
that's
Chibi's
when
again. They use a
Infinity
heal.
ended up pushing that. And speaking of Infinity ending up
There
pushing it
they
last
are
time,
again!
they're back there again, but there is a fight down here, and Schmugglebub comes out on top of the box. Chibi's now jumping into a very bad situation for them, and they're going to drop. So Palisade is rightfully looking at the middle, not going to get it though, and it's going to have to be a 1v4 from
Only
only
shots.
shots. But it
Let's
looks like they're just
see.
going to fill
Oh, yeah, they
instead,
take
which
the
is
fill.
the right
The right
move,
play,
of course.
totally. I'm really shocked that the Tavern isn't trying to extremely punish our Nightmare B-League team here. I don't really know why.
Yeah, well,
I mean, because
mean,
Infinity is just so extended. If they all jump
Oh,
on that,
yeah,
yeah,
of
somebody's
course.
gonna take damage. But it's not like I don't really see anybody dying there. They
I
can
mean,
have
it
one
is hard
person not
to
there to check
say
callouts, but
jump someone who's on the side of the roof, of course, because, I mean, if you send two up from here, possibly, but, like, one might block the other person's shots, and then
true.
you gotta kind of hit them off to get it, to be worth your time. When
Very
Chibi's jumps
true.
into an active 1v3 down the stairs here, it ends up being a much worse situation than I guess it would be for Infinity. But I think they're
Yeah.
catching on to Infinity's plays now. They might make an
I agree.
adjustment.
I would like to see our Tavern B League team playing the graveyard more honestly, because
Yeah, I
Infinity's
mean,
was getting there for free.
No one's really playing the graveyard at all.
Right? Infinity's playing up top, but really that's about it.
And it looks like it's going to be a very similar situation unless...
I'm not seeing the
unless
flank come
Palisade-
just yet.
Oh, Palisade... Atomized Mango is not a nick, it's just an
Oh,
ult.
and there it is, and they jump on Infinity.
yeah,
Chibi's does go
Infinity
down.
Is
Infinity
really
gets
doing the
work
same
done.
thing over and over again, and
Mango,
they're
the
getting
kill.
away with it. But
It's a great kill.
Bed Inspector does end up dropping
They've got to
Atomized
check
Mango as
Smuggle
well,
Bub.
and
There's
shot,
Smuggle
only
Bub
shots
with a
does
kill.
land that shot, but it won't
Oh
turn
my
into a
god!
kill. And Smuggle
Oh,
Bub
Smuggle Bub just did
getting
the
a
dirty on box.
big combo on box, and now it's going to have to be a 1v2 from
Holy.
Palisade, but they're just going to look at this mid. Yep, and
Not impossible.
rightfully so.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah. I mean,
Nightmare
just playing
are
this
in
correctly.
lots of contention for this round, or this map.
Oh, and we have a timeout.
Yeah. They
I
called
forgot that
a
was the thing.
30-second timeout, likely to
that.
strategize to make sure that they don't lose this, because, I mean, just it makes sense, of course. They're gonna want to make sure that their minds are still on the target, because, of course, you don't want to lose the map after going up 2-0, right? Just
Exactly.
think, what were we doing in the first two rounds? What haven't we been doing in the last two? Let's just make sure that we're going to
You're
do
doing it
what's
right.
right to get this win. And
Yeah, it's that mid control that just matters so much. I feel like they're playing so back into their own corner up on the stairs. And I mean, when they did jump onto Infinity for that 2v1, he came out relatively unscathed.
and of course we do have to remember that if we really think about it, the Tavern round wins have been much less dominant than the Nightmare round wins.
I completely agree.
One of them being a fill and a 2v2, a clutch fill at that, and one of them being a 1v2 from only shots, a technical 1v2 from only shots. Meanwhile, the other ones, for Nightmare, when they won, one of them they had all 4 left. The other one, they were the 2 and a 2v1 with full mid control. So we're
I
gonna
will
have to
say,
see
at
if
least-
Tavern brings out something to clutch this map and make sure they do not lose it, or will Nightmare
There's some
pull for a
graveyard
reverse
playing.
sweep? Shot lands on someone.
Chibi's
I
looking in
can't
the back.
tell. Oh, Infinity looking low,
Looking
and
at
Box
a
might want to
flank,
put.
on the
Box
stairs
really might
on the
wanna push
Tavern
up with
side.
that.
Bed Inspector running behind him. There's going to be a kill onto only shots. I
Oh,
don't know
there
if they
is
know
from
he's
the
there.
flank.
I don't
and
know if he knows.
Now all of them are just dropping, and Box is gonna have to
And Box is
1v3.
going to have to. I mean, I don't know
And
if
it
jumping
won't
down
go.
is the play there.
Nightmare.
I don't
or
think there is
Darkness
a play there
rather.
for Box.
Darkness
The
managed to
flank
pull
from
its
Bed
back.
Inspector. That was
And
beautiful.
After 2 rather disheartening defeats for Nightmare in the first 2 rounds, they bring it back to
Yeah, that's a reverse
3-2 and reverse sweep map 1, and that was not that was not exactly to be expected. While it was still their map pick, of course, this is really going to feel like they had to work for this, because they did, in fairness. Now they're up a map, and good for them, because they deserve that, bringing home 3 rounds in a row. And now they're going into map 2. We are going to see a substitution. One of them will be Chibi's going out, and in will be the attack grid, I think it was, right?
Oh, that's a good sub.
So
I believe so. Should
will
be,
that
yeah.
change anything? I don't know, but Chibis again. I mean, they were doing decent. Palisade is the carry at the moment in terms of the kills, but in terms of the kills, completely, not just looking at the Tavern. You look at Darkness and you see Schmugglebub or
Damn.
Schmooglebub sitting on 8 kills at the moment in just 5
Only
rounds.
2 deaths. It's
And
very well done.
a lot of those kills, I mean, I was going to say a lot of those kills came out of the rounds they won. I mean, that is because there were more rounds they won than rounds they lost, but every single round they got a kill. 1, 2, 2, 2, 1 was the kill distribution. 3 doubles and still picks in the first and the last round. Very strong performance from Schmugglebub, and maybe their plays may have just been what turned around that game, especially with the 2 doubles in the first 2 winning rounds.
Now, Black Sean, did you know that Schmugglebub isn't just a name? They're the leader in both normal combined kills and melee kills for the B-League, and it is not close. They have 17 more kills, I believe, than second place in melee kills, and 13 more in terms of just combined kills.
That is a lot of kills.
They are
there.
doing really well. Yeah, they have hit 50. They're the first player in the B-League to have hit 50 kills. And Bed Inspector, their own teammate, isn't too far behind. Yes, they are 18 kills behind, but they're only in 4th. 2 really good melee players. I think we want to see a lot of ranged play from
Yeah,
the
and I mean, it's
Tavern
not to
here.
say like Schmugglebub's played a hell of a lot of games. Considering I think they've only played, well,
I don't believe they've played. They haven't played every game, right?
no,
Something
they
like that?
haven't. We didn't. Did we play against them yesterday? I don't even recall.
Oh, I don't even know. I wasn't there.
Yeah, I know you weren't. You only care about your A-League.
Yeah, okay. You guys just played earlier than I woke up.
Okay, we've got Tavern actually pushing up quite
There
far
we
for
go.
an early time, and Infinity
Wait.
wants to punish it. Oh, Bed
Wow.
did get dropped by Palisade,
Finny gets
though.
jumped on by Bread. Bread's gonna take that kill.
Yeah,
Wow,
Tavern
look
just-
at that.
Tavern just dropped all of them, and it is
Big 4-0.
a lot on it's a lot of dominance from Tavern in that round. They just completely sweep the team.
Very
Practically
well done.
almost looked like they just won 4 1v1s. I think 2 1v1s were won and a 2v2 was won. So, as well as that, having no casualties, and Palisade being home
Very well done.
another 2 kills for the Tavern, and we are opening this map with a Tavern round victory. Good for them, man. You gotta love
Absolutely
the
good for
Tavern.
them. It brings back a lot of that kind of momentum that they need, especially after losing the first, or I guess the last 3 rounds on Haunted.
Yeah, they need to know that winning feeling after. It's because once you lose
Exactly.
3 rounds in a row, it feels like it's been in an IBL match. It can feel like it's been so long
can feel
since
like
you've
it's
won
over.
a round.
Exactly. Especially
then-
after winning those first 2, you just feel demoralized. But they've immediately brought it back. I'm excited to see how some of our players like Box and Only Shots do, given they're both, I believe, in the top 10 in ranged kills. So on a very heavy ranged map such as Canal,
Of
hopefully
course.
we'll see
and then
some
going to Goldmine last
beautiful action.
round as well.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. We'll have to see what happens.
Exactly.
Palisade does take a shot somewhat early, and so
Ooh,
does Only Shots on
Only
the
Shots
tree.
as well.
Only Shots also still as the healer, not as a
Ooh.
crossbow player, which will be to our surprise for anyone who hasn't seen Only Shots actually play a game yet.
Darkness have used a heal, I believe.
Yeah, and they are not looking on
Have
the fullest of
4-0 on
health
7,
either.
and there it is.
But now we
There's
have the
the
push, and they
Some great
want that
levies
mid, but
Infinity
Infinity
on
will
one.
go
One gets
down.
knocked off.
Schmugglebub fights for that, and just
Attack Red
manages
going
to
for
live.
the
Gets
opposite
Livy
fill.
up and then dropped.
And
Bed
this
Inspector
2v4
will
is looking
be
unlikely. That's a
followed,
great
yeah.
kill right there. And
Again,
that's a wonderful fill.
doesn't get the kill on Forio, so it will not be a completely flawless map, but had they done it, they would be on path right now, as they are still
right now.
yet to die.
This is looking like just beautiful playing here.
Yeah, the Tavern are really liking this at the moment, but we saw what happened last round, eh? Or we saw what happened last map.
Oh yeah.
They can't.
I guess
they
today
know
they
now,
are
they know
0
now
1
that they
when
cannot
up
get
2-0.
too cocky. Not to say they were being cocky, of course,
Mhm.
but they know that they need to stay in the same mindset as if it was round 1 or as if it was round 5, even when they're up 2-0. Because
Mhm.
every round matters. At the end of the day,
I will
every
say-
round matters.
6 of our 7 kills from the Tavern have been melee kills, which I'm honestly fairly surprised about. They're getting a lot of good damage in, and just being able to poke people for those last few hearts.
Well, I mean, at the
But
end,
they're up against a really, really good melee team.
yeah, the deal is.
So I'm happy to see them doing this.
They keep landing those shots early and then forcing a
Exactly.
push, or like last round, Darkness actually wanted to push into them, get that mid play, so they felt as if they had to close that gap, and then of course bring it into melee
Oh.
range. Heal
Already
will
one
go
kill
early
used with Darkness.
for Darkness, yes, and the Tavern unscathed at the moment.
A bit of a
shot
common
does
theme.
land
Infinity
somewhere.
taking a lot of shots right now.
Yeah, and
in these
Box,
early games.
Box, it was
Ooh.
Box who was taking those shots, and they take
Infinity
another.
on 1.
Now
They
the
might try and
numbers advantage is
capitalize.
not looking great.
Attack bread low.
Yeah, and all
Ben's
the heals
got-
are going to be going off now.
Every shot in.
This is looking a
Ben's
good
Spectre's
spot for
hitting damn near all of
Darkness.
them.
Palisade
Yeah.
will get a kill, but it is still a 2v3. They're going to hit
wait,
them off.
they
This
both
is
run
a
off
very
of
good
mid.
spot now in terms of mid.
Whoa.
Are they just going to go for it?
One goes
They
down.
are, but it's going to have to
if
be
Only
only shots.
Shots can
Only
knock
shots
down
gets one.
Forio.
Still alive.
Oh, so
Can Forio
close.
get that in time? Of course they can. They've got so
Great
much
job from
time because
Forio.
3 seconds is all the difference in a battle box map. Darkness are trying to turn this around again and make it a second reverse sweep in
Both
a
teams
row.
just played that so well. Honestly,
Yeah.
do you think that if the Tavern went for the full fill there, they could have gotten it? Because I think it's possible.
I think
'Cause
they
got
still
about,
tried.
like,
The
5
thing is, they
blocks.
just got hit away. They just got hit away and
Yeah.
forced to fight. One of them dropped. The other, who was only shots, they didn't drop, and then felt as if they had to fight it off.
It was a
And-
great round from Bed Inspector, I will say. A lot of good shots in.
Oh yes, oh yes. Is that the sharpshooter? I haven't been paying attention to the hits
yes.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, they've just been hiding behind the tree, getting some good levy orbs in there, and not missing. They're capitalizing very well.
As the sharpshooters should, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't actually know who
Now,
is on what kit
this
for the
is
Tavern.
starting to look like it has potential to go a long way. Now, Darkness really want to get this
We'll see.
round in because then the Tavern will feel the pressure.
There's a shot on to Bed Inspector, both teams
Yes,
with
and
the
of course, every single
4-4
round,
split.
all 4 to the left, and now we're just going to be seeing another bow game, which you'd think is not exactly what Darkness wants. They actually,
Right?
yesterday in their game against the Oppenheimers, first round went all 4 left, second round sent all 4 to the right. So they know that if they want to choose to, they can just immediately go
Ooh.
for it.
Good
Infinity
couple of
does
tags
take a
for the
shot.
Tavern.
Bed's still looking
Bed
pretty
Inspector
low, so
on
it's going to be a
half.
group heal,
A
and there we
good group
go.
heal.
Now-
Nobody gets punished for it. That is a
Literally the only
Perfect
person
group
on
heal.
lower health, except for the attack grid now, was someone who was still on
There's-
9 HP, so the health is looking very
And it
good. It's going to
begins.
be a pretty much
orbs come in.
fair
41
fight
for
on the
attack
middle.
bread. What a shot.
It's looking like it's going to be
Yeah,
very
this
good
is looking
for
pretty
the
dominant.
Tavern.
For our Tavern, if Bed Inspector can get hit down, great job
Yeah,
by
there we
Only Shots
go.
there.
All 9
That was
blocks
really well done.
are in, and that util usage is very strong. Still, again, when the Tavern bring it home, it is a flawless map. They don't lose any, or sorry, a flawless round where they don't
Oh,
lose
yeah.
any people. So all of the
Wow.
rounds that they ended up losing, or they ended up winning, were deathless. The one that they ended up losing, it was by fine margins.
Well, I guess if any of
Similar
them die at any
to the
point
inverse of
on
the Haunted
Goldmine,
House,
we'll know
really.
what's going to happen. Exactly.
Now, that means that while it will not be a 15-rounder, my apologies, people, we will be going into the final map after 9 rounds played, and Schmugglebub, sadly, they had a dream going into that with 8 kills after the first map. 8 and 2
Mm.
is now 8 and 6. Died every round but just didn't get a kill.
Unable to
Now,
get that.
Palisade has overtaken them,
Palisade.
or dare I say, atomized Mango. Palisade is now 9 and 5, overtaking Schmugglebub in kills, and now it leaves it to the very last map, which is Goldmine. So, Goldmine Decider. There will be filling. There will be pot play, TNT play, whatever.
Mhm.
There's going to be a lot of aggression on the pots on the side, you'd think. Lots of things are going to be what ends up deciding these rounds, and I'm not sure, I really have no idea who's going to take this one.
Serious. I mean, if I'm Darkness here, I would love to get some pots, but again, you are playing against a very good ranged team. They do not miss a lot, as they
Yeah.
already get 2 big shots.
Yeah, Darkness
Let's
takes
see,
a bit of
Schmugglebub
damage,
gets a
so
heal.
does Attack Bread.
Attack
And-
Bread.
Yeah, Attack Bread does
Not
land a
gonna
shot
full
on, I think it was
extend
Bed
for pot.
Inspector, and once that pot...
Fox gets one, gets tagged for it.
Look, still walking all the way up to that pot and taking the damage to punish it, but
These
not actually getting
Infinity
the pot.
flanks are insane. Infinity's under their spawn. I don't know if they know.
I don't think they do, and they could go up right now, and
Nobody's
it
looking.
would
Only
work.
Shots knows. There it is.
And it's... Ooh, it doesn't
okay.
go!
They don't get any kills.
But now they
But
try to use it
good
as a
damage.
distraction.
Oh, to focus on the fill.
And now they have the mid control. It's looking
Very
very,
well done.
very good for the
Palisade
Tavern
with another.
here. Palisade
Can
already
Ben
dropping
Spectre
2.
bring this out? Smugglebub is down there too.
Attack Bread getting the
And
3rd.
the health is looking bad.
And
okay.
Palisade
There it is.
gets
with
the
a 3K.
gets the 4th with a 3rd kill for them that round, putting them on 12
Very
kills.
well done.
And giving the Tavern the advantage to put them up 1-0 on the very last map.
Hey, the Tavern is 3-0 in first rounds today. This is very impressive.
And they're also so far 2-0 in second rounds. Now, we'll have to see if they can keep their 100 percentage on said round and see if they make it 2-0 as they have every single map so far. Or will Darkness pull out something a little different? Because at the end of the day, you need to be able to adapt to things in only 1 round rather than 2. Because you take more than 1 round to adapt, it's going to be an issue trying to win the rest of those rounds if you end up losing it. So, will Darkness pull out something new? Hopefully they will. Because a lot of the
Hopefully some
Tavern
more
last round
hot
were
plays.
damaged very early. This time,
There it is again.
Forio
Early
gets
shot on Forio.
hit a little, ends up falling down as a result of it, and has to take the ladder, meaning they'll take another shot.
Ooh, Attack Bread takes a hit.
Infinity doesn't end up grabbing
Infinity
the
as
pot there.
well.
A lot of walking up for the pots, but
Gets
not
punished
getting
for
them,
it.
though only shots
There's Attack
does grab
Bread
a
and
pot, and I think
Palisade.
Palisade grabs the other
Big
one.
push.
Box is dropping
Smuggled
for,
up
I
on
think it's
3.
Infinity.
Box goes down,
drops
but I
to
don't think the Tavern's
Evade
looking bad
Inspector,
here.
though.
Forio on half. Oh,
Look,
Palisade doesn't know
behind
about
you,
Infinity
Palisade.
behind. Oh, and they still live.
Yeah, and Bed Inspector getting
Oh
a lot of
no,
kills
but that
here.
2v1.
And the pot
Ooh,
ends up,
quick
I
double
think,
with the pot.
whoever threw that
It's a
pot,
murder
I can't tell
suicide.
you if it was Attack Bread or Forio, but
But it got both.
ended up killing the enemy and killing themselves. And had that been Forio's pot, I could not tell whose it was, but had that been Forio's pot, that is an ace denial by killing yourself. Nice pot. Okay, it was Attack Bread. It was Attack Bread. So, Attack Bread basically denied the ace there.
Yeah, that's honestly a hell of a play. Ben Spectre now tying Schmugglebub in kills for the team, both behind Palisade though with 13.
Yeah, a lot of early dominance from Palisade on this map, already putting up a solid 4 kills amongst the 2 rounds, though you could say the same for Bed Inspector, and you could say the same, you could almost say the same for the Attack Bread, who has 3. We have a lot of star fraggers on these maps, because the only person who doesn't have 4 or 3 is Forio at 1, and the rest have
I know.
0 so far. So a lot of the kills going to only certain people at the moment. Again, Attack Bread walking up towards the pot, getting punished with the damage, but not getting
Good
that
shot on the
pot.
Forio. Both Infinity and Forio
Yeah,
go
Will-
for the double
yep,
kill. The
gets that
Attack Bread
kill, of
gets
course.
pot. Super extended. Schmugglebub takes another shot.
Yeah, Schmugglebob does take that shot, and
Ooh.
oh, they're
Okay,
doing
get
a
into
blatant
mid, why
TNT
not?
cannon. And
Bread goes
yeah,
down.
Attack Bread ends up dropping to Bed Inspector.
Palisade's
And
gonna
Bed
try
Inspector,
and get there,
look
but Bed
behind
Inspector-
you, they're not
Okay,
looking there.
there's
and
Infinity.
Of course, now,
3 and
Palisade has
half.
2 kills,
If Box
Schmugglebob
can
gets
win this
another.
1v1. Oh?
This 2v2 is
Oh my
starting to look
God,
good
doing good
for the
damage.
Tavern, and
Nice,
it is
Box.
good for the Tavern. Box
That was a
picks
really,
up
really
2,
well played
and
round from Box.
Forio, the healer, needs to pick off the other 2, and then, of course, they're not expected to with such a kit. It doesn't end up going around for them, and the Tavern are now on game point. I do not know how these rounds are going to turn out. Whew. This is something, isn't it?
This is beautiful.
We're going
This
to
has
the
been a great game
13th
so
round, and we still may have another if Darkness take this one home.
Palisade at 15. We could see something really big here in this round and potentially next 2 rounds. I'm not gonna say be on watch for 20, but be on watch for 20.
For who? Palisade.
For Palisade, they're 15. It would take a 2 and a 3 or a 4 and a 1, but
Yeah, Palisade.
it's Palisade. I'm not gonna say
Palisade-
that's impossible.
Palisade could
They're so good at
maybe
this game.
just break the kill record. Maybe. I don't know what it is. It might be 16. The chat would know better than myself for that, but I believe
There we
it's
go.
16.
No
Palisade
immediate shots
definitely
onto
looking
Darkness.
to bring that one.
Attack Bread has been tagged.
Yeah, we've got
Nobody
as
on
much damage
Darkness
on the
has.
Darkness though, with them looking quite clean at the moment.
Is that Attack Bread being hit again?
The
It
heal
was.
connects across the map because
They're just a
Attack Bread just keeps
magnet.
taking that damage. Attack Bread taking this much
Inf-
damage may as well just be going for these pots.
Infinity immediately gets shot trying to go for the pot. That was a great angle from only shots there.
Yeah, and now
There's a bit of
Schmugglebob
a
takes the head.
thumb up.
Another head has to regen, and looking to go from behind with a levy is going to do just that onto Palisade
Oh gosh, I
and
didn't
wins
even
it.
notice.
But drops instead.
Box
It is a
gets the
trade,
kill.
and now Tavern is all
Yeah,
grouped up
they
in
can
this
jump
corner
on-
with 10
Ooh,
seconds left.
Box!
But
What a
Box
great
gets
play.
that
But they've got to
pick.
start
Now
placing.
Attack Bread drops, and only shots starts looking at the
Okay.
mid. Then so does
I don't know if
Box.
Box can get it
Needs
done.
to place, doesn't
No.
place,
So
and the
close,
round does
though.
not get voided.
This has been
And
a great round from
we
Box.
are being sent into the very last round. Both teams
Ooh.
call a time. No, sorry, not both teams call a timeout. 2 people from the same team call a timeout. But yeah, they're allowed to do this. They're allowed to call a timeout, and
Mhm.
rightfully so, as this team is once again being contested for to the very end. The Tavern do not want to repeat history, though it isn't a reverse sweep this time. They're going to want to bring this round home, and for Darkness, I mean, they're going to want it equally as much, but it's coming down to this last moment. What's gonna
This
what's
has been
gonna
beautiful.
We'll see.
This has been a masterclass of a game. We're at 3 players with double-digit kills. Schmugglebub, though, I believe is 2 and 8 since being 8 and 2. They're at 10 and 10 right now. Ben Spectre 10 and 9.
Yeah, Ben Inspector's
And
been putting up a
Infinity and
good
Forio,
last
6, 8,
few
4, 7.
rounds, especially with a very solid 6 kills on Goldmine. Palisade
Mm-hmm.
dropping the same amount, but will Palisade be able to cross that line, maybe get a couple more kills, put themselves in the record, and maybe get that win for the Tavern, or will Darkness
Incredible.
claw it back once again in this 14-round game? Match
Very good.
point.
No early shots.
Box taking a lot of damage very early
Yeah,
on
Box
there.
is not someone they want to take damage here. Attack Red already on 2.
Yep,
They-
and
yeah, they're
there's
gonna
that
go
perk.
down.
There's that perk.
Fox
Box
on
is
3,
very
they
low.
get a heal, but Bed
Loses,
Inspector's
yeah,
on
the
it.
heals are being soaked
Oh, he just
there.
runs through.
It looks
and
like
everybody on Nightmare's coming in.
yeah, this is going to have to be
Ooh,
some
that is
play.
scary.
Only Shots is going for it.
Only
You
Shots.
can't
That's a
be
block.
doing
That's
that
a
at the
great
moment.
block.
Palisade going back in. Nightmare
Yeah,
just
they're
want the
trying to
fill.
go
They're
this
going to
full
get
fill,
that fill.
and they get it.
Yep, there's the fill for Darkness.
Wait,
and
that is 2 kills for Palisade, though.
That
Does
is
that do
2
it?
kills for Palisade. So at the same time, I think Palisade, I believe, breaks the kill record. Get this in your head.
In a
Palisade
loss.
breaks the kill record, I believe, or if not, gets very,
Tie?
very close, but
Wow.
still loses the game as Darkness in that 14-round epic of a B-League game. While not a lot of massive plays from the Eyes of the Caster went on, there were a lot of triples, that's for sure,
Hey, that pot?
and a lot of
That pot was
fills,
crazy.
a lot of different kinds
lot
of
of great
plays
block
going
placing.
on, but
Some
at
good
the
flames.
end of the day, Darkness still managed to claw it back 3-2 in the very last map, as well as the first. Tavern brought home that middle map 3-1, but that reverse sweep on Haunted House has proved to be what seems to, I believe that's what